Hey everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah,
And I'm Becky.
and today we're talking about The Write-Off by Kara McDowell. I got this off of NetGalley. How about you?
Me too.
Okay, so this is about Mars and West, and in present day, they are both, they're both they're published authors. She has had a longer career than West, and they're both like decent authors.
She
Anyway,
is the
Mars.
author of an international phenomenon. I can't say that word. Like kind of like a
Like
Twilight or
think
something.
Twilight. Like think
Yeah.
Twilight, movie deals, book deals. But
She's
there's
like,
something in her past to kind of torch
yeah.
the uh the
Yeah.
the franchise.
He's
So
had
her
a
fans
couple
are
literary fictions that have been nominated for big like fancy awards.
right. I was gonna say like because he's decent in his own right. Anyway,
He's not like famous author.
he's not movie deals, but he's not bad. Like he's not making waves.
I feel like
Anyway,
I feel like people who like read like a lot of books, like there's like the authors who are celebrities, and then there are people who are literary authors, and
yeah.
he's a literary author, so he can't afford to quit his day job, whereas she is that is her like she is a
Yeah.
celebrity.
Anyway, they are both back on their old college campus at a book fest, and something bad happened between them, and we don't really know it at first, because throughout the story we kind of uncover pieces and parts of their past to see kind of what happened. But they're both thrown together on a panel to kind of be in conversation with each other, and Mars is like, absolutely no, and she goes on her revenge arc, as she likes to say, to basically get West to drop out of the panel so that they don't have to, be together in the same room because he's a terrible person, as far as she's concerned. But there's a lot of hurt feelings because they loved each other potentially. Like there was romance and things. And so now we're uncovering kind of the past as it relates to the present and learning kind of new puzzle pieces that change kind of how Mars views him and how West views her, and can we find our way back to each other kind of concept. Did I cover that all?
I think so. So there are parts of this book I really like. I think that there are a lot of books about people who love books, and when you read it, you feel like the author is not a book person. And this is not one of those. Like every time like they're talking about loving books, I truly believe that that's like she did that very well. Because sometimes it comes across as condescending and like you're making fun of those people. And I think she did that really well. I think that there's different parts with like yearning, like the descriptions of like people like, and she did that really well. My thing is, this book is told in present day and in flashbacks. I didn't care for the flashbacks. There was something about the tone of the flashbacks. I don't know what it is, but to me, it slowed it down. I don't know if like the flashback should have been in his perspective. I don't I don't know because like whenever we went to the flashbacks, it took me like three times as longer to get through that chapter. And at one point the flashbacks stop and I was very happy.
Like the flashbacks weren't necessarily my favorite part, but they were necessary, right? They made the present matter more. Like I feel like they needed to happen. And so you're right. Maybe if they were told from his perspective, it would have given kind of something more unique or interesting, that it would have been better to hit those flashbacks, because you're right, they weren't as interesting as the present day,
It just
but they were
slowed
not.
down the story. And I don't know why. I don't know what it was. And I don't know, maybe they could have been less. Maybe you could have like context clues, some stuff. I don't know. And I get like why they're there, but it just like I said, and it maybe nobody else feels that way, but for me it just like I didn't care as much.
I don't know, like it was cute to the red vines, like that little detail that was cute. Like, and you had to have the flashback to know why the red vines mean anything. I don't know. And I guess the other thing is I was just so taken in by the book fest that I was just having
Yeah.
fun with it. Like I liked I liked be you see a lot of Comic-Con books, but you don't see a lot of book fest books, and that was fun to be there at a book
Well,
fest.
and that was part of it too. Like to me, like she did that really well. Because like I said, I just feel like sometimes you read these books about like the kid that loved books, and then like they have these experiences that, like I said, feel like they're making fun of that.
Right.
Whereas I felt like hers was very realistic, and like we've been to book festivals, like it felt very realistic. It like even the way it was set up on a campus, like that all
Right.
felt very realistic. So that was like that's like the writing is good. There was just something that didn't completely hook me. I also, and I don't want to give away spoilers, but I also don't know if I buy how like the issues with her career. But
I don't know.
then
I feel like at that point I bought into it. Like you could kind of say whatever, and I would have.
but we kept saying Twilight, but there's another very popular book series that was similar.
Yeah, it's true.
So there is that. I don't know.
Um, well, and I also think, but if they went more believable, it wouldn't have. If they went more realistic, it wouldn't have felt as believable in this story, even though it would have been like realistic. As far as there can be a lot of like things go viral for very weird things. Like as far
Right.
as like getting back, like with Ailey Hazelwood, right, and her making some offhanded comment about Hunger Games, and then it like totally creating some serious drama. Like if you had done like some offhanded comment and that's how she torched her career, while it would have been realistic, it wouldn't have been believable in this book. And I think so you kind of had to go not realistic in order for it to work.
Yeah. Um, I will also say like there's a part where there's like an author panel and they're talking about how much the publisher expects them to be on social media and like they're like I'm a writer. That's what I want to do. And I have seen authors talk about that, like about how you aren't just a writer anymore. So like that was kind of like so that was interesting. So and like
I
that
think,
felt very
yeah.
real.
I think we're probably at the point where we need to rate it.
Yeah.
Um, so our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it doesn't get a horn and is therefore a horse. Where are you?
I am at a 3. The present day stuff was like a 5 and the flashbacks were like a 2. So I'm gonna go with a 3.
See, and I'm at a 4. I really like the two characters. I really enjoyed the book stuff. Yeah, the flashbacks weren't my favorite part, but they weren't enough to detract from the story to make it like I was at a 4. I enjoyed it.
So that is where we are on the write off, and we'll see you around.
All right, bye.
Bye.